Hello, and once again, welcome to Reform Utah Family Law and the update for Friday, October 21st, 2016. I have a couple of quick things to go over with you, a couple quick announcements. I wanted to remind you I have my family law reform speech tomorrow. It's being held tomorrow, and that is for 2020 presidential candidate Adam Kokesh. I'm glad that we're going to be able to be part of that, get to speak about the family law system in Utah and the reform it is in need of. Let me grab you that information real quick. We'd love to have you join us out there. So if you can make it, it is tomorrow, 8 to 10 p.m. This is being held in Orem, Utah. It is at 800 West University Parkway in Orem. And the zip code there is 84058. That is at the Utah Valley University Library. I will be opening up for 2020 presidential candidate Adam Kokesh, as I said. And we'll be talking a little bit about family law in Utah, some of the problems it has, and the reform that is in need of. So I'd love to have you join me out there if you can. We'll have some things to give away, some materials. We will have shirts available. We'll have bracelets. We will have stickers. So yeah, come join us. You can also listen to Adam's message after mine. I think he has an interesting perspective on the government, and you might learn a few things. It might be kind of insightful to you. So please come out there and join us if you can. All the information I just gave you. If you have any questions, feel free to message me today. I will not probably have an opportunity to answer tomorrow, as tomorrow is the day. So if you need to get a hold of me, if you've got questions, please feel free to do it today. All right? That is issue number one. Issue number two, it is also time, as you know, and everybody's probably saying, thank God it is time, but it is time for everybody to start voting. The mail-out ballots have already started going out to people. I've already received mine and made my votes and returned it. One thing I wanted to point out to everybody, and this goes for everybody, especially in Utah. I'm not familiar with the processes in every state in the nation out there, or even every country. So this particularly pertains to the folks in Utah that are with me. If you have had bad experiences with your judges in the family law system, then I highly consider you look at the ballot and decide if a particular judge should be retained. We as citizens do not have the voice in appointing these judges originally. However, and this is a big however, we do have the opportunity to change things if we feel as though a judge has done a poor job. And I know there's thousands of us that have had really bad experiences in the family law system. So when you look on your ballot, it gives you the option when you're talking about the judges. Do you believe so-and-so should be retained? If you place no there, and there's enough no votes, that judge will not be retained, and they will appoint a new judge to replace them. So you do have power, folks. You do have power. You can go to the ballot box, and instead of everybody bitching and moaning and complaining about these judges, we have an opportunity to do something here, folks. So do your part. That's all I can say. I'm not going to personally tell you if I believe a particular judge should be retained or not. That is up to every individual out there. I don't want to sway anybody's vote. I, for one, at least on a number of judges, do not believe they should be retained, and I made that choice. You have the choice of retaining the judges if you believe they should be retained. If you do not believe they should be retained, if you've had bad experiences. Now, when I say bad experience, it doesn't mean that you haven't necessarily gotten the decision you want and you're mad about it. What I mean is they've somehow biased your case. They've somehow made a decision that was illegal, somehow was unconstitutional, somehow was not for the betterment of your family. In those particular cases, just like with any politician on the ballot anywhere, I recommend that you vote to get rid of them if that's how you feel. That's the only way we get changes in politics. It's the only way we get changes in the courts, is if you speak up and speak your mind. Otherwise, if you're not going to do anything to change the process and to put new people in place, then you have no right to bitch and complain about it. Now, I know that may sound a little harsh to some people, but that is the reality of the situation in our country. This is the way our system is currently set up. I do think there's some things that could be done a better way. And until we have that better way installed on some of these, if we ever get it installed, this is the system we have to work within. So for you to complain and not do anything to help change it, you're just as much as part of a part of the problem as the people doing it themselves. If you want change, then you need to be part of that change. You need to get active. And it's just like I ask people all the time, please get active with our organization. Please get awareness out there. That is the only way these things change, is political activism and political awareness and bringing public awareness. Otherwise, if you sit back and you don't do anything about it and you complain, then it's kind of like the old saying, insanity. We know how that goes, doing the same thing over and over, right? So, that would probably be about it. I am going to encourage my members. I'll just make a little note on this. I do my Hip Hop for the Homeless fundraiser that I've done every year for about 15 years now. I've kind of lost track. It's been so many years. But it's been about 15, 16 years. And that is coming up in November this year. Last year we had a record year. All of our proceeds, we don't keep any of the proceeds. All of the proceeds from the clothing, the blankets, the coats, money, food. We even had some food donated last year, bicycles. All of that goes to the Road Home Homeless Shelter in Salt Lake City. It's a great little program. It helps out a lot of people. And last year we were able to fill a 33-foot trailer. We had my entire house from end to end of the house filled with a record year with so much stuff there. We even had some money donations. It was incredible. The only problem was it took over my house and we weren't able to have holidays at my house for my family. So this year, instead of doing it in December like we did last year, that is coming up in the first part of November, and it will run about 10 days this year. And I'm hoping that we can have a really nice turnout as always, because those people, some of them live out there on the streets in the wintertime, and anybody that knows Utah winters know they can be brutal. Not always, but there's a lot of times where they do get below zero, and these people are sleeping out there at night, and it's not unheard of to have people freeze to death out there. So if there are going to be people stuck on the streets, if we can at least get them blankets, we can get them coats, maybe boots, things like that. I will be announcing that in a separate announcement, but I highly, highly encourage all of our RUFL members to get involved on that and to give back to the homeless population if we can. that's about it for now. I'm glad to have you with me. Like I said, I'm excited for the speech tomorrow. And if you can join me tomorrow, I couldn't be more thrilled to have people there and to talk about this. So until next time, keep it safe. And remember that family is the most important thing in life. Okay? We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.